You open your eyes, the sun piercing through the tattered fabric that you call a curtain. Another day at sea awaits you as you pull away from the bustling docks of Greater Mara. You choose to sail to the west side of the island, taking in the vast open blue. You take a deep breath. The smell of sea salt overwhelms you, as if you could almost taste it. You know the drill. You still have a debt to pay. You reach for your fishing rod and cast it out. Within a few hours, you manage to capture a barrel of mackerel. As the sky darkens, you choose to sail closer to the Greater Mara. You look out into the night, sailing towards the dimly lit town. One blink, two blink, three. You're shaken off your feet as your boat is scraped by a large rock. That wasn't there a second ago, was it? You ask yourself. You check your boat and see that you've lost some cargo. Do you stop off to try and make up for the loss? You cast your rod out, and in moments something latches on. A crimson squid is clasping onto your fishing rod, but something's off. It's covered in veins. It had a large bulbous green middle, and you watch it, and you know it's watching back, its tentacles slowly reaching out towards you. It was too eager to be caught. Maybe the fishmonger knows what it is, you reassured yourself. You dock your vessel and race across the planks leading to the fishmonger's shack. A tired man looks up slowly, with an almost irritated voice says,
"What is it today?"
You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, his eyes widening and his thick eyebrows raising, as he lifts the hideous squid to his face.
"Now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder."
He runs his fingers along the length of the squid that was feeling for something. A small shape can be made out from within its stomach. He slices the squid open. It makes an unnerving noise. The fishmonger smiles. To you, it is just as unnerving. Pulling out a delicately patterned handkerchief, he says,
"Well, I've never seen this in all my days. I'll give you this thing. I'll pay you for the fish, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more."
And with that, you close your eyes and go to sleep. You wake up to find a man looking through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow, but you can make out a thick beard.
"I know what you took to the fisherman, and I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out beyond this bay and cut south,"
he says, pointing to the right side of the bay.
"I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear."
And with that, you shifted back from your window. Before you take off for the day, you visit the shipwright. The sound of a hammer hitting a metal surface screams throughout the yard as you approach the shipwright.
"Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that here if you'd like."
And with that, she begins to gather some planks, and you spot the mayor walking towards you with a spring in his step.
"Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts. Greater Mara is great. Our town here is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I have granted consent for the shipwright to expand our facilities. The old dry dock is operational again.
He gestures over towards two men repairing parts of a crane.
I have also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon."
With that, the shipwright finishes fixing your boat and walks over to the dry dock.
"This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're taking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal, scrap, that sort of thing.
How do I get materials?
There are plenty of decent materials around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them.
You look through a handful of old blueprints that show you extra slots for boat lights, as well as areas for nets, rods, and other similar upgrades the shipwright mentioned. As you return to your boat, the fishmonger waves you over.
I've been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed by the shipwright.
He pulls out a slightly beaten crab pot.
Should be straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere and come back after a day or two to check on it. Now, I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab, and both species could be found around here.
And with that, you board your vessel and you make your way out of the bay and into the Gulf. As your little engine glugs away through the water, you peer over the edge and chuck one of the little crab pots over. Hopefully, it will catch the crabs needed for your order. You look out towards the south side of the Gulf, towards the little island the mysterious man told you about. You spot a tall house with a tower surrounded by pine and birch trees. A cobbled path leads up to a wooden door. You moor your boat at a poorly made dock on the island and make your way up to this ruined mansion. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons.
You game good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery or desire. And you have something for me.
You give the handkerchief to the collector.
Oh, these patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time.
He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. He adjusts his glasses, saying,
This handkerchief comes from a very old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. And as you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. And that's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me the lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond imagination. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours of your vessel to make the necessary alterations. So what do you say?
I accept.
An excellent decision. I prepare the equipment immediately.
A few hours pass as the collector installs a large dredger on the back of your vessel.
Now, the relics we are looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and a key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something.
He backs away and closes the door.